Hey, welcome back to Streamline Entertainment. It's your boy Marvin. We're going to be talking about Pete Davidson. Basically, he calls out Kim Kardashian for lying about their relationship. It's funny because, like I said, he's tried to keep it under wraps and tried to keep it without any malice, but I think sometimes you're forced to come out and say something. Let's get straight into the video and we'll comment as we go.
Made by Kim Kardashian about their relationship.
I definitely jumped into another relationship so fast. It got my mind away from stuff, and that's not a way to run from things.
I went for it and I took my time and I found it and it feels so good and I want to hold on to that forever.
I'm angry. I mean, granted, I have a lot to be angry at, but they don't know that.
So how are you feeling with the first breakup since being married?
Breakups are just not my thing. I'd rather
Are they anybody's thing?
It's just I'm proud of myself.
In a brutal revelation that has left fans and media outlets abuzz, Pete has called out Kim for what he perceives as falsehoods surrounding their relationship. In a no-holds-barred statement, Pete expressed his frustration at what he considers to be Kim's misrepresentation of their relationship. He asserts that while they have spent time together, the portrayal of a deeper connection is simply not accurate. The comedian's comments have left the public reeling, prompting a reevaluation of the way celebrity relationships are perceived and reported.
Look, there's always two sides to every story. Pete Davidson seems like a really good guy and very, very honest, I think, at the end of the day. So I'd probably side with him on this because I think he tells it how it is, and he's not the one sort of putting the relationship out there. But sometimes you have to come out to protect yourself and for people to see you in a good light, and also protect your name.
We know that Kim Kardashian is currently facing a significant dilemma as she remains unattached, while all her former partners have moved forward. She is attributing her single status to Pete Davidson, suggesting that he is deterring potential suitors. Their rapid transition into a new relationship has diverted my attention from other matters, which is not a healthy way to cope. Since parting ways with Pete, Kim has encountered difficulties in securing a romantic partner. She even attempted to propagate fabricated tales of interest from individuals such as Usher, Tom Brady, and international footballers.
I did a video on the basically Tom Brady a few weeks ago, and he quickly closed that down, saying that they were friends at that time and there weren't any relations going on. And I think Usher would do the same thing, to be honest with you. I think it was eventful. I mean, it did get people looking, which Kim wants at the end of the day to be in the media and people to be talking about her, which is, a number one quest, I think.
However, these rumors were met with skepticism, and Kim's struggle to find companionship persists. Consequently, she has altered her narrative, now asserting that Pete is responsible for men's hesitance to engage with her romantically. However, fans remain unconvinced and express doubts about Kim's claims. They assert that Kim was well aware of her actions when she publicly showcased her relationship with Pete.
Are you close?
Closer than we've ever been.
Contract agent or a lioness?
Lioness, sir.
According to various sources within the Kardashian circle, Kim's desperation has been escalating day by day. Following her split from Pete Davidson last summer, she has been attempting to enhance her public image by entering a new relationship. However, despite her efforts, she has encountered difficulty in persuading anyone to ask her out. It has now been a full year since Pete ended his relationship with Kim. While Pete has moved forward with actress Chase Sui Wonders, Kim remains entangled in the challenge of finding a potential partner.
Look, I honestly think with Kim, I think she's got to concentrate on her businesses, herself, and stay away from relationships at the present moment. I just think she needs some time to herself, time to heal. I think she's got a lot of hate for her sisters who are in good relationships. I think she's very jealous of Kanye being with Bianca, and all around her, friends, family, they're in good relationships, and she's actually seeing that, oh, why not me, why not me? And I think when you're not thinking straight, and then you want to put yourself basically on the map with someone like Usher, they're not going to go there because they think that she's going to be on the rebound, or it's not genuine. This is the problem, where she went quiet for 6 months to a year, and then say, look, I'm ready to date again, and make everything right first. I think people would have a different sense in what she wants from life, but at the moment it's a little bit toxic.
His former husband, Kanye West, has seemingly moved on as well, having married Bianca Censori. Insiders close to Kim have revealed her discomfort at witnessing all her past partners move on while she struggles to even convince people to believe the fabricated rumors of her recent romantic involvements. It's a known fact that the Kardashian women attract significant attention when they embark on new relationships or when they're enmeshed in relationship-related dramas. However, Kim has remained unlinked to any romantic partner following her separation from Pete, contributing to her challenge in maintaining the limelight. To provide context, Kim initiated her relationship with Pete only a few months after filing for divorce from Kanye in February 2021. She put forth considerable effort to display her connection with Pete in public. Kim swiftly made...
I do think that Kim moved on really, really quick, because this is when Kanye sort of wanted her back and wanted to be in a relationship with him. She was like, no, I've moved on, I don't want you. Pretty nasty to him, and it's amazing sort of what comes around goes around.
Made their romance Instagram official and embarked on a media tour where she openly expressed her admiration for Pete. She proudly spoke about him getting tattoos dedicated to her and even having her name branded on his chest. She ventured to suggest that he might be her one. Kim said, I took a leap of faith and invested time to discover it, and the sensation is profoundly gratifying. I aspire to cherish it eternally. Pete had adorned himself with a collection of tattoos, including a few endearing ones. However, the one bearing my name is more than a tattoo. It's akin to branding. Meanwhile, Kim didn't hesitate to introduce Pete to her 4 children. She went as far as permitting Pete to tattoo her children's initials on his neck. She seemingly pursued elaborate...
That's unbelievable. Because, like I said, he's not even the father of the kids. And I know that Kanye was really pissed off about that, because he probably knew it was a relationship that wasn't going to last. And obviously Pete being, I know Pete's a good guy, but being around the kids, and it must have been, at that time as well, it must have been, the kids must have been wondering, you know, although mum and dad are not together now, what's going on? Because a lot of things were happening at that time, which, you know, it just wasn't right, to be honest with you. And a lot of people were talking about that.
Tactics to provoke Kanye, orchestrating scenarios involving Pete and the children, such as allowing Pete to drive around Calabasas with North. Nevertheless, Pete swiftly grew weary of these orchestrated schemes, prompting him to terminate his relationship with Kim in August 2022. Subsequently, Kim found herself in a scramble to mitigate the public relations fallout. Shortly thereafter, media outlets began circulating reports suggesting that Kim was the one who initiated the breakup with Pete, citing his excessive preoccupation and neediness as the reasons. A source from within the Kardashian circle revealed to OK Magazine that Pete had been poised to propose, marry, and start a family, whereas Kim was not prepared for such a commitment. They characterized Pete as affable and considerate.
It makes you wonder whether just Kim wanted basically Pete there to make Kanye jealous, and for him to be hurting because Pete was probably seeing more of the kids than what Kanye was seeing at that present moment, because we know there's news articles where Kim at that time was stopping him from seeing the kids, even though he's seeing them now. And basically I think Kim does take the kids to Kanye as well, so there has to be a bit of give and take there. But like I said, I don't think it was all roses, and I think Pete was a bit clued up into what was going on. He was just probably used as a pawn to get at Kanye. She probably did love him, but at the end of the day, but not in the way that Pete wanted.
But noted that his excessive neediness became a challenge. The source mentioned that while initial admiration is flattering, such intensity can quickly become vexing. However, Pete promptly refuted these assertions. A close friend of Pete revealed that it was indeed Pete who decided to end the relationship due to his weariness of the Kardashians' contrived PR antics. The friend claimed that Kim's mother and manager, Kris Jenner, even attempted to persuade Pete into orchestrating a proposal to Kim for their reality show. Allegedly.
That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. This is when you know things ain't real at the end of the day, when they're just using him for their own business, and that's all it is. And then when they finish with you, they just toss you away.
Kim was envious of her sister Kourtney's surge in attention due to her relationship with Travis Barker. Kris Jenner had even selected a ring and desired to engineer an engagement spectacle reminiscent of Kourtney and Travis for the show. Pete's friend asserted that Pete found this approach distasteful and consistently delayed the idea, which Kim and Kris interpreted as hesitance towards the engagement. Another individual closely associated with Pete later conveyed to The Sun that the final straw leading to Pete's decision to part ways with Kim occurred when Kim journeyed to Australia in June of the prior year to visit him on a film set. To Pete's surprise, Kim arrived accompanied by an entire television camera crew, evidently striving to capture scenes for her own show.
Interesting. It does seem.
More recently,
It does seem like Pete was used as a bit of a guinea pig when you look into it a little bit closer at the end of the day. And I think the more he got deep involved, and he probably realised at the end of the day it's just like being on a bit of a game show at the end of the day, and he wasn't going to be used. And fair play for stepping away, because like I said, he may have had kids off Kim, and that would have been a no-no.
Radar Online published a report stating that Pete deeply regrets his involvement with Kim and perceives himself as narrowly escaping the Kardashian curse. As he contemplates the experiences he shared with Kim, Pete finds himself increasingly incredulous and questioning his own judgment. A source disclosed to Radar that his self-assuredness had waned, and he harbors genuine concerns about being ensnared in the Kardashian dynamic in the long run. Subsequent to Pete's friends openly criticizing Kim for distorting the details of their breakup, Kim had to pivot to an alternate approach. Before long, media outlets began disseminating accounts asserting that Kim was being pursued by high-profile figures, including A-list individuals like Usher and Tom Brady. As early as April, Kim made a conspicuous appearance at Usher's concert, meticulously adorned in glamorous attire, seemingly with the intention of kindling speculation about a potential romance between them. During one juncture...
Look, it's all speculation, and it's all just to get into the news, get pictures taken and get people talking about it. Whatever you say, Kim is brilliant at doing that, in causing hype to get people thinking. And that's an art. Not anybody can do that at the end of the day, but it is sort of attention seeking as well. But people look at it. People are going to be thinking, oh, is there something going wrong at the end of the day? Same with Tom Brady. It was the same thing until he put that to bed.
At the concert, Usher approached Kim, serenading her, an act that Usher's fans are accustomed to as part of his performance routine. Notably, the only individual who sought to make this interaction noteworthy was Kim. It's worth noting that Usher has been in a committed relationship with music industry executive Jennifer since 2019. He promptly refuted any insinuations of flirtation with Kim. When Kim's endeavors with Usher faltered, she redirected her focus towards the recently divorced Tom Brady. However, much like Usher, Tom promptly quashed any speculations linking him romantically with Kim. He recently...
They've both done it really quickly, because I think they know what she's like. I've got a good feeling, they don't want to be nasty, but I think they just want to put it out there that they're not with her, they're not interested, and, basically they just know each other, basically through being famous, and Kim going to see their concerts and meeting at parties. That's all it is.
Confirmed his relationship with Russian supermodel Irina Shayk. Following Tom and Irina's public announcement of their romance, Kim pivoted her narrative, seemingly attempting to downplay her interest in Tom from the outset. In her quest to forge connections, Kim has taken to attending soccer matches. she has been seen at Lionel Messi's Interni Annie debut and subsequently traveled to Japan to witness a match.
Don't say she's after Lionel Messi now. Jesus, at the end of the day, I don't think Lionel Messi's wife is going to like that at the end of the day. I was surprised speculations didn't come out there.
Cristiano Ronaldo and Neymar. Although Kim attributed her presence at these games to her son Saint's passion for soccer, reports suggest her underlying motives may be different. Numerous fans have remarked that Kim appears to be actively searching for her next partner. As none of these attempts garnered the desired response from potential suitors, Kim has shifted her stance, placing blame on Pete Davidson. She asserts that men are apprehensive about dating her due to the way Pete became entangled in her divorce drama with Kanye.
Well, to be honest, he was forced into it. Come on. He must have known, not at first, but he must have known, basically, things were a bit toxic and that she was forever talking about Kanye, what he'd done. And sometimes when that happens, you know yourself that she's not over him, and he probably read that she wasn't really ready for another relationship, wasn't ready for more kids, wasn't ready for marriage. I think that has a lot to do with it as well, because look how much she's stalking Kanye and Bianca. I know it's cooled down over the last week or so, but we never know what's going to come next.
Recent episode of the Kardashian series, Kim expressed that she entered into her relationship with Pete too hastily, without allowing herself adequate time to recover from her divorce. She acknowledged, "I definitely rushed into another relationship too quickly. It diverted my attention from dealing with things properly, which is not a healthy approach to coping." Additionally, Kim was captured engaging in discussions about her breakup with Pete with Scott and Khloe. Once again, she maintained that the decision to end the relationship was mutual. As for fans, their sentiments appear to lack a great deal of sympathy for Kim. Many are echoing the notion that this could be a manifestation of karma for Kim, resulting from her utilization of Pete to evoke jealousy in Kanye. Fans believe that Kim embarked on a media tour extolling Pete and drawing parallels between him and Kanye, underscoring how much better off she was with Pete around her children, all while orchestrating paparazzi moments. Yet, Pete terminated the relationship.
Like I said, it's all about being out there, glamour, causing attention, getting views. People are always going to talk about Kim. She's, like I said, she's very, very good at what she's doing at the end of the day. A lot of it, she probably don't even fancy those guys, but the glamour of being with someone like Usher or a Tom Brady, people are going to look into it, and that's what she wants at the end of the day. And this is going to keep going on at the end of the day because she's very, very, very good at what she's done. And like I said, and she's going to keep doing it until she gets what she wants.
After just a few months. Some fans think that Kim pursued a relationship with Pete with the intention of evoking jealousy in Kanye. Unfortunately, it ended up...
That was the ultimate reason why she done that. And basically got Pete around their kids, Kim and Kanye's kids, at the end of the day. And it was not a good thing to do. But like I said, I think Pete realised what was going on and pulled back and thinking, look, I don't want to part of this at the end of the day because I'm feeling like a bit of a spare part for someone else to sort of take the piss.
That portraying her as desperate. To any prospective partners, this is a classic case of play stupid games, win stupid prizes. But what are your thoughts on this? Do you think Kim is getting more desperate after these events? Let me know in the comments section below. And if you ever need to satisfy your gossip cravings or simply want to know what to anticipate from your favorite stars in movie series.
That's the end of the video, but like I said, I'm glad sort of Pete come out and said a few things. I think it's pretty important that we know the truth. And I think fair play to him moving on with another relationship. I've read that he's very, very happy. He's doing his thing. I've got a lot of respect for him. And I think he done the right thing because I don't think Kim was in the right frame of mind at that time to have a relationship, let alone kids and marriage, or even getting engaged, which the family wanted. Anyway, Don't forget to subscribe to Streamlight Entertainment and enjoy the video, and I'll have some more topics coming up for you soon. Take care, and once again, thank you for the old subscribers and also the new subscribers. Thank you for supporting, and don't forget to leave your comments.